Alright, welcome back, lovely viewers, to Morrowind. I do apologize if I sound a little weird. I may be coming down with the sickness. Of what variety, I'm not entirely sure, but regardless, we're back here with Morrowind, and if James will load into the game.
He's got the plague. Don't listen to him. Pooh.
Hail, Dunmer.
Alright, in addition, we may have, I need to tell James this before we really get into it. Remember to keep your mic a consistent distance from your mouth.
Yeah. Turns out, the recording software doesn't equalize like Discord does.
Anyway, last time we were, I believe last time we were doing Fighters Guild quests to level up.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to the, we went to the Shulk egg mine, and we killed all of the people in the Shulk egg mine who were poaching eggs, and we came back to Balmora, and I think that's where we left off, honestly.
Yep. We didn't get another quest. Did it again?
No, we didn't. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't believe we got another quest.
Did you see if we had any more lovely viewers?
You may speak.
On the last
No
video we had,
worries. I won't hurt you.
I think we had like
Ask your
5 views
question.
last time I saw it. Oh, are you wanting me to do a voice?
I was waiting for you to do a voice.
Hang on, I took my glasses off to clean them. You here for... I can't remember what voice that... I'm just gonna give her a Valley girl accent. You here for orders or advancement, journeyman? Or was there something else you wanted? We have a contract from the Caldera Mining Company to kill 4 Telvanni agents responsible for trouble at the Caldera Mine. 4 Telvanni agents are responsible for theft and disappearance at the Caldera Ebony Mines. Their names are... I'm not even going to pronounce Dunmer names, because it's not a real language.
Aralen, Sathasa, Nerothren, Fothin, Herothran, and Elvileg.
They're hiding in a cave in the hills north of Caldera Mine. When the 4 agents are dead, report back to me. Take care. It is very likely that one of them is on lookout posted outside the mines. The quickest way to Caldera is probably to have the guild guide of the Mages Guild transport you, but it's up to your choice.
Cool, thanks.
So, yes, basically we have to go to Caldera, go to a mine, and stab people. Anyway, I will not give specific names, but in a very important lad's lore update, James got a girlfriend.
Don't know.
No. About you, Outlander. Go ahead.
Do not talk about her on the internet.
I never said. I said I would give no names.
Yes, I understand, but no. I'm shutting it down right here.
That was all I was gonna say about it.
All right. You're not the navigator. I got all flustered.
What do you take me for?
Probably nothing.
I don't know. A man who's dedicated to the bit.
There's a point you can be dedicated to the bit and also realize when the bit is not worth going down.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Shopping for
We gotta drop important lore on the lovelies, bro.
Okay.
God, you're defensive.
I thought something not good was about to happen. I'm sorry.
No, I
thought we were gonna have to restart the episode.
I was telling the lovelies you were happy. Good God, man. Calm your tits.
Alright. The hills north of Caldera Mine. Okay.
Now the question is,
where is Caldera Mine?
Caldera Mine.
Oh, I should have asked that.
You act like I was giving them your fucking ISP address.
I was concerned. I'm sorry.
Do I look like Cole to you?
No.
Well, fucking there.
Cover-
Jesus.
CYA is important. Whoa.
You tried to tell the lovelies about your friend's immense dub, and he gets mad at you about it.
I did not get mad. I did get slightly worried that you were about to drop info about her.
I literally said no names.
The panic was overwhelming.
You don't listen. That's the problem.
The panic was overwhelming.
Jesus Christ,
Bear with
man.
me.
I'm sick. Don't fuck with me or I will.
I said I'm sorry.
You're
I'm
fine.
sorry. I just panicked.
Have a little more faith in me that I'm not gonna dox you and those that you're close to.
I bet the sign will show where to go.
You probably will. Actually, I have a map. Well, I can tell you where it is. So I figured this would happen. But anyway,
Is this dude naked?
He's
Yes.
close enough. Caldera.
What's up, bro?
You're on your honor. Don't press your luck.
What? My honor? Oh, robbed me blind and left me for dead.
Festering.
Hail and well met, stranger. Oh.
And require some assistance if ye be kind enough to grant it. I need help finding the festering witch who has robed me and blind and left me for dead. A witch she had to be. I was on my way to Caldara when I met her. She was a stranger here like myself, and our conversations lightened the burden of travel. She was quite friendly and well, you know, we set up camp together. I fucked the shit out of her. Like I'm talking feet on the walls level fucking. But that night she revealed the witch inside, cast a spell on me. I couldn't so much as blink, stole everything, even me worn out clothes. But most importantly, she took me prize axe Cloud Cleaver. Join with me, stranger, and let's find her and extract her entrails together. So basically this dude
This dude is the
got seduced by a
Scotsman.
witch. This dude got seduced by a witch and she stole all of his shit and he wants us to help him.
Alright.
I'm looking for the fucking mine, but I can't find it. We might have gone the wrong way. Or actually, wait. Leave the speech menu and open up your like in-game map so I can see where we are.
Right.
Okay. Should go. You see that little like indent, like where it's like the dark ring and then the lighter patch right beneath your character cursor?
That?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the mine?
We need to go. It's in there. We need to go there.
Okay.
No, I was.
He's gonna
I was trying
follow
to
me.
This is the traditional mating dance back in me homeland.
Oh, okay. He's fixed now.
He walks like he's. They call this the newer chief.
They call this the
That's the-
vibrator.
That's the voice I'm gonna do for all Nords that we run into in this game.
Oh. Is he okay now?
Yeah. Excuse me. I was just trying to tell the lovelies you were happy, my dude.
It's fine! I just
I know
freaked
it
out.
is.
I'm sorry.
I'm egging you on.
Alright.
But
We have to help this poor bastard. Because I said or
I mean, you could always find the witch, take the shit that he had, and then kill him afterwards.
Alright.
Camp to the northwest.
It's my journal, so I'm the one. Lormer Weinsaunt spun quite an interesting yarn for me to hear. He claims to have been seduced by a witch, who then cast a spell on him while he was asleep, took everything he had, including his prize enchanted axe, Cloud Cleaver, and left him by the road for the amusement of passerby. He requests that I take him to find the witch and help retrieve his axe, in exchange for reward. I have agreed to take on Hlormar Weinstot as a companion and aid in his search for the witch and his prize axe Cloudcleaver. He thinks he met her in a camp to the northwest, but admits he could be confused as the direction from the spell. Alright, so the northeast
So,
would have been this way.
let's say, from where you were,
Right
I'm looking
there.
here on this.
It would be this way.
And by the way, everybody, yes, I do have a map pulled up because once again, this they kind of expect you to play this game with the strategy guide in your lap, and unfortunately, one of those is like $200, and I don't have $200 I can blow on a strategy guide for a 20-year-old game.
Northwest. Northwest. My bad.
Northwest.
I was like, this seems to not be going the direction. But this definitely is going the direction.
Let's see. Oh, I know where we need to go. There's a...
That looks glowy. Very witch-like.
oh,
that's
open
a
your
man's
in-game map.
boots.
Open your in-game map. Okay, where the hell are you? Are you, like, still on the main road?
Yep. I think
Okay,
I see it.
go.
Legionary. Or a man wearing silver boots, at the very least.
I was about to say, if you go north, you'll run into a woman, and that's where it is.
Making a deal. Goodbye. Who are you?
Hey, he looks like a
busy gal, so if you
douche.
could
Oh, that's
hurry
a
this
woman.
up.
Oh, that is a woman.
Is this her?
Ah! Okay, no, go north by northwest. Not that way.
This
Okay,
is north by
go back
northwest.
Oh, wait! Oh, stab her to death.
At your command, my liege.
Stab her
Here
to
it
death.
comes.
This is important for the lore. Bro entered combat without any
It's fine.
fatigue. It's still doing fuckloads of damage, though. Okay, and boom. Boots of blinding speed.
Oh. I don't need all that shit.
Okay. Okay. So, technically speaking, you did not have to stab her to death. I lied. But
That's fine.
if you didn't stab her to death, you would have had to do a whole ass quest for her. So, don't put
Alright.
those on yet because they will blind you and you literally, the screen will go black. You cannot see anything.
Blind 100% on self.
Yes. We can get items to negate that.
Cool.
But we will have to, or I'll have to look and see where they are because I don't
Can I try them
remember.
on for just a second?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But running doesn't even use stamina. Oh,
Nope.
yes it does. That's my little foot. Okay. Oh.
I was about to go back to her body. Real quick. It's still warm. We can do things to it. I'm kidding. We'll go back to her body and I'll roughly point you in the direction you need to go. Okay.
The thing we could do
Okay, now-
is desiccate a corpse.
Well, that could be considered a form of desiccation. Okay, turn right.
Did you guys hear this? For realsies?
Yes.
Turn right. How far right?
Like roughly that way, and just walk that way.
Let me get some stamina back.
I completely forgot that she was up here, by the way. So that was entirely a random chance thing that we ran into her this early.
That's really funny. Yeah, I definitely need a ring that negates blindness or something, because that's awesome.
And then there should be a camp. If we're going the right way, there should be a camp.
Her?
And the chick that we need to... Yeah, probably.
She looks very witchy.
Yep, that's who we're looking for.
Ah.
I was about to say, you want to do this one. I was about to say, my throat is sore.
Alright. What can I do for you? Die.
So what do you want?
No, you need to talk to her
Why did I
first.
ask way too many questions.
Cloud Cleaver. Oh, I don't think he's ready to get it back quite yet. I could still see the rage burning in those tiny Nord eyes of his. However, if he meets me in 3 days at the Mages Guild Hall in Caldera, I will return everything I have of his, but not a minute sooner. Tell him that this is Sosia's offer. You've heard my offer and it will not change. He tried to rape her, didn't he?
Probably. Well, considering the fact that, and we'll get a bit more into this when we get to the Blood Moon, but the way that the Nords are kind of written, at least from what I remember in this game, is they really play into the whole idea of them being just rapists and murderous barbarians a lot.
Oh, great.
So, yeah, Skyrim did a whole lot of prettying up of Nord culture. But, like, so it's like this game's a lot like, or it takes a lot of inspiration from D&D, lore included. So a lot of the lore for people like obviously Khajiit are all a bunch of sneak thieves and murderers.
Comes from the fact... Yeah.
Orcs are a bunch of murderous barbarians. Nords are pretty much the exact same. It's a case of this game was made in the early 2000s, and that was kind of the easiest way to do world building. Is you focus on the ones that you most need to worry about, which in this case is the Dunmer and the Empire to a certain extent, which is why the Empire gets a little bit of a nicer treatment. But the other races and provinces,
cultures,
which are less important,
stereotypes,
get considerably less world building. And even the Skull, who are like central to the DLC, are little more than tree-hugging hippies.
Ah.
But we'll get to that when we get to Blood Moon, which we're still we would have to be not max level, but we'd have to have some pretty cracked gear to do Blood Moon.
Okay.
Did you not? Yeah, I was about to say you forgot to.
No, I wanted to ask her more stuff if I could. Can I persuade him?
No.
All right.
I was about to say your menu's locked. No.
All right.
Will not be waiting.
So
I'll be waiting another 3 bloody days to have me bloody axe when it is in the hands of that damned witch. Are you going to help me, friend, or are you believing the lie spilling out of that witch's face? Okay, now this is the question. Are you going to believe your kinsman, or are you going to believe a woman?
Torbek doesn't want to choose.
Torbek doesn't like this conundrum.
The likelihood of either party being telling the truth is equal.
I mean,
the fact that she didn't freak out when she saw us coming, though, is probably indicative that she's in the right.
Well, okay, look at it this way. If you side with this guy,
I get an
and kill
instant
her.
reward.
You can then kill him
And
his
take
shit.
all the loot. If I side with her, she's gonna give it to me, though, isn't she? I bet.
Actually don't remember.
Oh, that's some grade A bullcrap.
Oh yeah, you can't save in the middle of the menu. Would you like me to look up and see?
See
What
which is the right answer.
Yeah, hang on. Let's see here. On the which will tell different tale. Ah, you were kind of right. She cast she hired him as an escort, but he got a little touchy-feely, touch her boobies, so she put a sleep spell on him, and and she took his possessions to basically teach him not to be a gropey dick.
All right.
And then, ooh, okay. So, let's see. Okay. So, I don't want to hear any of this. Y'all are bitches for looking this up. This is his first. Like, if I were doing this, I would have just killed the motherfucker and took his axe. I'm helping him have the
I want to
best
be a good person.
possible version of this.
I want to be a
that he
good
can.
person. I wanna.
If we side with her, who she is in the right, by the way.
Yeah.
I'd like to make that 100% clear. He tried to molest her, but if we side with her, she'll give us some potions, like health potions, fatigue potions. If we side with him, we have to kill her, which is probably the words. Basically, we have to kill her, take the axe, and then we can either keep it, and he'll try to fuck us up, or we can give it back to him. He will raise your strength by 2 points, and then we can stab him to death and take the axe anyway.
He raises her. Oh no! I didn't know it was gonna be a stats dilemma.
Okay, would you like my 2 cents on the matter?
I think we should side with her because I'm already kind of a badass.
Well, okay, let me. I'm gonna say something really fucked up here in just a second.
She ain't real. She didn't really get raped. We should choose the option that's best for us, fake person.
No, I was going to say, like, I understand that molestation is terrible, and I'm saying this entirely as a joke, everybody.
What's about to happen?
But she is a woman.
What's
so
happening right now?
Does her opinion really count?
Oh.
I vote we take the stat increase. Because they're both going to end up dead either way. Because you're going to stab... You're probably going to stab her to death and take the axe anyway.
I probably wouldn't, but...
Well, okay, to make it easier on you, because this will help you carry more stuff, I vote we take the stat increase and then stab him to death.
Wait. Let's lore this up a little bit. Dunmer... hold keeping your word very highly, even though they don't, right?
Well, Redoran does.
I'm Captain I'm not Captain. I'm Commander Worf. I live outside of the society, so all I see is the perfect, like, ideal version of it.
Redoran, House Redoran values keeping your word a lot because they're like the honorable warriors type.
I did promise to help this guy.
Which is why they super don't like House Hlalu, because they're a bunch of traitors and douchebags. And nobody likes House Telvanni, because they're just fucking weird.
Alright, so... we're gonna flip a coin.
Oh, good God. Hang on. Let me go get my coin.
No, I got one.
I've got one in my hand.
I've got a gold dollar in my hand.
I have my lucky coin, James.
Alright.
Okay.
What's what?
Heads, we stab her to death, and then stab him to death.
Tails, we stab him to death, and then stab her to death.
Okay, but if it's gonna be the same, why not just take the stab boost?
No, I was being silly.
Oh.
I was being silly.
Alright. Alright, James, stab her to death.
Yes!
You should have picked an easier opponent.
Which one did...
Soon you'll be reduced
Okay,
to
yeah, stab her to death, and then give him the axe, and then stab him to death.
I have you.
You're growing weak.
You see how he went on that whole big tirade about...
Oh,
holy crap, she hit you with an over-encumber spell.
How can you fail to know death is near?
Excuse me. See how he went on that whole morality tirade about how it would be better to kill him, and then he got really excited when I said we were beating her to death?
yeah.
Look,
None of this matters. It's a video game.
Look, all I'm saying, viewers, is a +2 to strength is a +2 to
What?
strength.
No. Absolutely not.
James, just
He
get the
just
axe.
whistled.
I know, we're gonna kill him anyway.
The steel staff of chastening.
Okay, and then we get the potions anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Or wait, no, those aren't the... Okay, those aren't the potions that she gives us. Those are just potions that she has. Oh, you are...
I am way
you're
over.
encumbered.
I am way over encumbered.
How much does that axe sell for?
Cloud cleaver.
1630. God damn.
Ooh.
Drop the... Drop
Don't-
the other axe.
Okay.
Okay, that's got you just under. Alright, now give him back his axe
Cloud cleaver.
so that he raises our strength,
Here's your axe.
and then stab him to death. Firing. Ah, thank you, friend. I noticed you admiring the way I fought that old witch. Even without the aid of a sharp blade, I don't have any money or treasure to thank you for your help with, but I can give you a few pointers that will help you be stronger in a fight.
Could be.
You will
Now,
die
chug a
where
fatigue,
you
chug a fatigue potion and stab him to death.
Oh my gosh. He almost instantly killed me.
Also, chug a health potion. I never said this would be easy, I just said that we could do it. Restore health. Take like 2.
Nope.
Oh shit!
Absolutely did not.
Oh, and now we're all the way back here.
Oh.
Shit.
Let's aim in the right direction.
Yeah, you're going in the right direction. Shit. Shit.
That's an effective. That's actually kind of effective. Alright.
Fuck. What kind of spells do you have? Or what kind of scrolls? Scroll of Ondusi's Unhinging, Scorcher. Ooh, that one could probably be good.
It's on touch, though.
You'll be right up in his face.
Yep.
Honestly, what you might have to do is just circle strafe him like in Elden Ring.
Alright. Other thing. Save.
Yeah, make a save.
Murder spree.
Yes.
You should have picked an easier opponent.
I have you.
That dude's strong as fuck, though. Oh, gee, with the encumber spell again.
Yep. Infinitely. She's out of mana.
Yep.
Whoa.
She's out of mana.
I'm gonna let them duke it out.
Skills fail you.
Well, I can't let him die.
You sooner.
Oh, he knocked her ass out.
Blood. How does it feel to know death is...
You still have to stab her.
Give in. You're dead already.
Alright.
Stop cutting, she's dead. And go ahead and leave that other axe here.
Yeah. Or we'll get it back. Once he increases my strength, I'll be able to figure something out.
Yeah.
Or... the Fireblade's only worth 25.
Yeah, but it weighs like...
So is the Dagger of Judgment.
Oh, what's the axe that we have worth then?
It weighs 24. The Viper Axe does.
Just drop it off. It's not worth anything.
Alright, alright. Yep. Cloud Cleaver. Here's your axe. Your strength is increased by 2. Thanks, bro.
Okay.
Alright, so we should
now-
ambush him.
Don't press your luck.
Hit him with the scroll.
Yep. 40 to 65.
Yeah, that's gonna do more damage on the short end.
Oh, dang it.
It's down. Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's down
remember.
Okay, good.
Then I ready
Okay,
R
now-
for magic.
Yeah, whip out your spell hands and okay. Now once you do this, you're gonna have to switch back to your.
Wait,
sword and back the-
wait.
Yeah, make a save. So it's like once
3,
you do this, you're gonna have
2,
to back the fuck up and switch back to your sword.
1.
Picked an easier
Oh, shit. It stuns me.
Well, you almost
on your
killed
honor.
him with the
Don't
scroll. Get him! Whoop his ass! Get him!
Fall.
Yeah!
Okay.
But I don't know why we're bothering to take that axe back. It's not worth that much.
That's Cloud Cleaver. 1630.
Oh, right, yeah. Well,
The whole reason we murdered him.
We have thrust a dagger into the still beating heart of morality by murdering
Choosing
a
the
woman
optimal
who
solution.
got molested. By murdering a woman who almost got molested. Oh, hey, it's one of these things. Okay, now we go to the mine and deal with that problem.
Alright, you want to go sell first?
Not
We
really,
are-
because
We are
it's
bogged
on the
down.
way. Well, it's on the way back to Caldera.
Okay.
Wait, no, Creeper's in. No, go ahead and go back to Caldera. I forgot that Creeper's in Caldera.
Yeah, Creeper's in Caldera. We're already there. World map. Alright. We are going to go and do a little bit of doohickying. I'm stuck on something. Oh, well, I can use the map. What am I stuck on?
You should take off the boots that blind you.
But I'm so fast.
And we will get items that will negate the blindness. You are nowhere near Caldera. And I would like to state, for the record, I do not believe the shit that I said back there. That was a joke.
We would like to re-inform everyone that we are not horrible monsters. See, that was so much faster.
That's you. Trying to think of a place we can go to get something to counter that blindness effect, because if you could move like that all the time, like while fighting, that'll make this so much easier.
Why don't you look up a ring of blindness resistance or something?
Oh, fucking fine.
That'd be so helpful, thank you.
It'll be so awesome.
It would be so cool. Oh, and we are going to be timing our videos now. Instead of me going, how long have we been going? So.
Yes.
That'll be more regimentation between videos.
In addition to that, I'm probably going to start, in between recordings for these videos, I'll probably start doing some by myself content. Since I have all this free time at the moment.
Oh, great.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do a video on.
Nope. What's that? Oh, I don't buy... You don't buy clothes, Creeper?
No, he buys weapons, armor, and miscellaneous. We had a whole episode where I got mad that this game...
Yeah, I thought it... Yeah, Ebony... Yep. Okay. These are all worth so much, but we'll have to sell them for naught.
What are your
What are we
major
carrying
skills? I don't know, you picked it up. Whenever we get out of this menu with Creeper, what are your major skills?
Sword, axe, heavy armor, speech, and something else. Oh, right. It's because it's at cost.
I hope you guys like Creeper because we're gonna be
talking to him a lot. Long blade, axe, speechcraft, heavy armor, and block.
Probably nothing.
Oh, I can still wait in settlements. I just can't rest here.
Ah! Where the hell do we get that? Ah! Son of a bitch.
What? Does she have the ring that makes it fine?
No. No, King Helseth does, but we can't go talk to him yet.
Oh.
Because that is tribunal. And that will fuck you up. So we're going to save that for later.
Dang it.
No, oh my fucking god, I actually didn't read what all...
Is there nothing else?
Well, the reason I say Helseth's ring is because it has 100 points of resist magicka on it, which completely negates the blinding.
Ah.
No, it has resist magicka. It has 100 points of reflect, resist magic, and resist paralysis. And it has 10 points of restore health and restore fatigue. Anyway, what are your major skills?
Oh, long blade, axe, speechcraft, heavy armor, block.
Hang on, I'm gonna look up how leveling works in this game again. I'm fairly certain
Where's this mine, by the way, before I just run off willy-nilly? You said
You
it was
remember where?
this
Yeah, you
spot.
remember where you? Yeah, that spot right there.
So I need to go the other way. Once again,
Okay.
let's do the... I'm looking at the map while we're running.
You're also going the wrong way back to Caldera.
You said it was southwest.
You go
Right
up
there.
past where we killed that lady, and there's like a road up into the mountain.
Wait, okay. You said it was this spot where my cursor is, right?
Yes, there's a path. You remember where the lady we got the boots from?
Over here?
Yes.
Why is it over here if it's over... I'm confused.
Because that's where the entrance to the mountain is, you dumb fuck.
Okay, I'm sorry. Forgive me, master. Forgive me, I am... Igor is sorry.
Okay.
I'm sure this is riveting gameplay for everybody watching me. But the amount of, like, focus I'm having to do to make sure I stay on the road is immense.
Okay, take the boots off.
No, this is hilarious. Also,
You're also going... You're going up the coast. This is not the right way. I know I joked earlier about you not listening, but you didn't listen to a single word I said.
You told me to go to where we were! I'm going that direction!
No, go back to the lady we got the boots from.
There was up this way!
No, it wasn't.
You're right, it was up this way.
Who's the one with the eidetic memory again?
Not you, you have a near eidetic memory.
Okay, don't question me. It just works.
I'm gonna go.
It just works.
I'm gonna go, Mr. Ratman.
It just works, little lies, stunning shows people buy, money flows, it just works. It just works, overpriced. Actually, no, you need to go back to where we met Hallmark. So that's technically my fault.
Hey, you found me!
Now beat it to death. Kinda wish we'd picked, Kinda
wish we'd made a custom class, that would have been probably
yeah,
better.
because that way we could make it leveling up easier, but nah, it's too late now.
It's fine.
I hope you know, because we are not in the same location, I can't show you what I'm looking at easily, that like ruining the feng shui of the video. This is literally like hurting a blind man through a maze.
Okay. We met him over there. This is so painful without the boots on.
Well,
I
you're
know
gonna
it's-
have to deal.
I know what speed is now.
Oh, cliff racer.
Wait, can
Now do you
I?
understand?
No, I mustn't. Alright, actually. Comment on the video if you guys think it would be better for me to give me that ring to expedite the process of you guys getting content. Or if you would rather watch me suffer. Because I have a feeling you want me to suffer. And that's fine.
You mean the ring from the DLC that makes you fucking immune to magic? Is that the ring you're talking about?
I would just enter in the console command immunious to blindness
Okay,
ring.
okay. Open the map. Not the
Oh.
console, open the map. Okay, go. Okay, turn around. More to the right. Okay, go down there.
No,
I really am trying my. I'm trying my very hardest not to sound like a douche right now, but it's,
I would
it's
give.
like hurting cats.
I would give myself an enchanted ring of resist blindness. 100.
Overpriced open worlds, people die, money flows, it just works.
Alright, that's copyrighted.
No, it's not.
Probably not, actually.
I had to break it to you, but there's music in this game that's copyrighted.
This is one of them.
Is it? Are you sure? Oh, Lego. Hey, yeah, it is. Talk to him first.
Hey! I don't know you. What do you want?
Ask him about the Telvanni agent.
No, that's what you're supposed to do, if you weren't paying attention.
Oh, this is too easy.
Yeah, that's what you're not supposed to do.
Oh, he's gonna... Yeah, but now it won't be counted as a murder, because he attacked you first.
We just murdered someone in cold blood.
Yeah, but nobody was around. He's regenerating. Hit him! Hit him! There you go.
What you got?
Fire shield.
Dragon scale?
Dragons. Holy shit. Swap that out for the shield that you did have.
Yeah. I don't need no fucking iron shield.
It's only got 2 more blocks.
Does it really?
Just yes. And it weighs like a good bit less because it ooh. Or
15.
actually no.
12. This is lighter and more effective.
Yeah, but it's not that much more effective, which is funny because it's a fucking dragon.
It's made out of an
shield.
the ancient son of gods. Or sons of gods.
What?
Or,
what are you? Oh no,
they're
that
in
was
the
the
mine.
lookout. Ah, right, yeah.
Were you not
I forgot
reading?
about that. I was fucking looking up ways to cure your blindness.
Oh.
Okay.
Hi everybody. Welcome back. Nothing happened in the episode up till now.
They're coming to murder you.
You forget something. I have full stamina this time. Oh shit.
And one of them has a mace. Strike like 4 of them.
Oh, it only does 1.
Damn.
Probably why it died earlier.
Yeah,
3 should
thanks.
be sufficient.
I don't know who the hell is hitting you, but he is whooping your ass. Oh, the potion ran out. Do you have a better version of that? Do you have Sujama?
Standard restore health potion.
You have a thing of Sujama, don't you?
Yeah, but we were gonna sell it.
No, we were going to drink it. So it makes your strength go up. It's making your strength go up makes you do more damage.
Flynn. Quality restore.
I could have swore we picked up a thing of Sujama, did we not?
I think we sold it because it was worth $250.
Ah, right. Well, drink the Flynn then. I think it does something similar.
Flynn. Alright.
I drank a whole bottle of Sujama in one go, bruv.
When I get you down, this will be easier.
Hot damn, they are whooping your ass. Luckily for us, though, you are the main character, so we can just stop time and heal.
Now you.
Probably hit the one who's, like, actively doing the most damage to you.
Oh.
Heal. Heal. Like, drink your biggest one, because I think you're gonna die if you don't. Oh, yeah, no, you would have gotten fucking game ended if you didn't drink that. Fatigue.
Oh, at equality.
Yeah, just drink one. Good God Almighty, they whooped your ass.
Shard sword. Well, we found iron armor.
Oh, look, iron armor.
Cheap potion, fortify. Alright.
Is that all of them?
There's only 4. You, what do you have? Boiled netch leather.
I don't even want to think about boiled netch of what boiled netch leather smells like.
Ooh. No, I don't. I want all of them. Ooh, fortify speed. Common skirt. Common shoes. The netch leather helmet is... Well, we've already talked about how... Ooh. Well, that just completely undoes all the cost I just took on. Hey Logan, why is my weight 385?
Because your strength went up by 2 points?
No, I think it's the... Where do I see the... Yeah, that's not right.
Why the hell do you have a strength of 77?
I think the alcohol I drank fortified me by like 20.
Yeah, no, that's what it does.
This is an ebony mine, right? Might as well take advantage of the...
Shit, yeah, we can take it back to that chick in the, that town we went to sell the ebony.
Chug. Oh.
No.
Ooh, Sujama!
Yeah, no, one of the easiest ways to cheese the shit out of this game is to get as much Sujama and... Yeah,
Oh.
see, it went down because the... Yeah, one of the easiest ways to cheese the shit out of this game is to get a bunch of alcohol and chug it before a fight.
Oh, it's trapped.
Oh, you don't have any lockpicks. We need to get you some lockpicks. Now, one of the easiest ways to cheese the shit out of this game is to get a bunch of alcohol and chug it before a hard fight, and you will literally just melt whatever you're fighting. There's like a whole room in Blood Moon that just has a shitload of Nord meat.
Oh.
Those are slaughterfish. They will eat you alive.
They were like... I thought they were like stalactites on the wall.
No, there's a whole room in Blood Moon that just has a shitload of Nord meat in it, and it's like right before like one of the big fights of that entire DLC, and you can just no-diff the fight by just becoming an alcoholic. No, this game is very easy to break.
Alright, we just should go down with full breath.
Yeah.
We should go in with full stamina.
No, dude, this game is super easy to cheese. Like, okay, so you know how, or I think I may have told you this. In Oblivion, the way you want to do your skills is you want to have, like, mostly useless major skills so you can control when you level up.
Oh.
This game is similar.
Well, that's fine.
I didn't kill you. What's in there? Amulet, expensive amulet.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, take the 2 that are actually worth some. But no, the this game works similarly. It's just this game doesn't have scaled enemies, or like it has kind of pseudo scaling. The only difference is your level affects the level of creature that will spot. Like if a spot has a scamp spawn, it will be a scamp no matter what level you are before a certain point, but after a certain point it will be like different kinds of Daedra, which is why certain places in this game you just straight up can't go because they spawn like ash vampires and golden saints who will just one-shot you if you're not the right level for it.
It's
like the scaling.
I'm not supposed to be here.
Yeah, it's like the game.
Why do you look
It's not
like
that the game.
bro?
It's not that the game doesn't like change based on your level. The game will not make itself easier based on your level. It's like how in how in Skyrim, if you like go to like a, or like how in Skyrim you can go get a chill rend and it will be like really good off the rep, but if you wait a while it'll
be
get better
even
and
better.
better.
Yeah.
And like if you go to like a Nordic ruin, it will just be full of like regular Draugr and maybe a restless Draugr.
Yeah, and then if you go in later, it's like Draugr Death Lords and stuff.
Yeah, this game doesn't do that.
No, which I agree with.
The spawns aren't, or the spawns are, they tie into your level, but they will not be weaker based on your level.
Well, there are lots of
So, like,
locations that are like that in Skyrim. There is definitely a couple moments where you're just like, oh, I am not supposed to be here right now.
Well, like there's a bunch of like a lot of the ash vampire citadels you just straight up can't really go to in the early game because they will fuck you up.
Yeah. But I know what you mean, where it's like most quests aren't locked to you until you hit a certain level. None of that really happens.
No, none of that happens at all. Like, in theory, we could go right now, kill Vivek, get Wraithguard, go get Sunder and Keening, and then we could go kill Dagoth Ur right now. It's just, I don't want to say because you're bad, but because you've never played this game before, that's not going to happen. Yeah. Like, you would have to understand fundamentally how to break this game at level 1 to do that. Or, like, have played this game so many times that you understand it. Like, in theory,
well, so
if we wanted to...
You can't do that with Alduin either.
Well, no, because
Alduin is level, like, 35, no matter what you do.
Alduin's also a protected NPC.
No. But even if you go to Sovngarde, no matter what level you are, Alduin will always be 35 or above. Do I have anything to sell?
No, I was about to say, we already did the Creeper Shuffle.
Yeah, I have an expensive amulet, but I'm not going to run all the way over there. We have components to sell, so we should probably head to Telvanni place.
Well, he doesn't buy jewelry, remember?
I shouldn't have pushed so hard.
Yeah,
I'm sure we can work out a fair price.
Watch your step.
No, the game design for Bethesda's games really has shifted a lot. Like, between...
which one's the...
I think it's Sadrith Mora.
I think so.
We've got plenty of gold, so it's not like it really matters.
Yeah.
Time now.
Yeah, this is...
Which we will probably end up needing a whole lot more gold than we actually currently have.
Are you for real?
Yes. I am very for real.
Speak freely, friend.
Oh, yeah. I remember this place.
Yeah.
Oh!
The fucking adventure of the Nerevarine just about ended right there. That was a canon event that you just avoided right there.
Oh. Oh my gosh. The Nerevarine left the door, stepped out, and realized that the stairs did not go in the direction he thought he did, almost died, whipped around, and that's why you lost, Dagother.
Like, Dagother was just watching that shit, and he straight up had his head in his hands because he thought you were about to kill yourself. It's about to say it's a little bit further than most.
I was just looking at the helmets of the guys here.
No, I get you.
No,
the
aesthetically, I love this. This is awesome. It's so alien. It's the most alien of all the locations for villages and towns that I've seen so far.
Well, this game in and of itself is is one of the more interesting ones that Bethesda made, because out of the Elder Scrolls games, this one focuses on the human races the least.
Yeah. It's the only it's this one or this one?
The one up on the hill.
Okay.
Because
I will ask Logan things like that many times, people. The reason is because he does have a near eidetic memory.
The plot of all of the other Elder Scrolls games, for the most part, focus on the Empire. Like, Arena, your main goal is to defeat Jaeger Tharn. Like, that's your, primary goal directed, is to defeat Jaeger Tharn and reinstate the Emperor.
Whoa!
Daggerfall...
That's worth 200? That's crazy.
It's the word of God. The schizophrenic ramblings of God.
You buy expensive amulets? Nah, alright.
Shoots not. But, Arena's
will you buy a
main
shard
quest
sword?
is
No.
defeating Jaeger Tharn. I don't remember what I know the end of Daggerfall's main quest has to do with the Numidium, but I don't remember what it's actually about. Something to do with the Nibene Bay, I think. And then you have Oblivion, which literally takes place in Cyrodiil, so it's very human-centric. Skyrim is in Skyrim, so it's a different human culture, but still. And then you have this game, which has pretty much nothing to do with humans in any capacity.
Anything except for the Imperial occupation.
Pretty much, yeah. So it's a chance for them to write lore for a race that is at its core
completely
almost
alien.
as fundamentally different from humanity as you can get. So it lets you have, mushroom houses and create new racism just dropped.
What's the next one supposed to be set in? Red Guards, right?
No fucking idea. And I doubt that game's ever even going to come out.
Well,
I would love to be proved wrong, Toddward, but I don't think I am.
alright, well, let's have a conversation really quickly about the uniqueness of games being overshadowed in recent years by their quote-unquote quality of production. That dude's calves are fucking insane.
Say your words.
Well, yeah, he's an orc. They're all built
proportionally.
like shit houses.
Proportionally.
Yeah. No,
this dude never skips leg day.
Squats. That dude does his squats. He got an ass that could crack diamonds under there.
Also, I really appreciate in later games being able to customize the body of your character, but the fact that I can look at a person and go, I know what race you are, even if you're in full armor, is kind of cool.
Even then, the body customization on the later games is pretty much, hey, do you want to be skinny or do you want to be muscular?
You want to be skinny or an absolute beefcake?
Only
Fallout 4 and 76 let you be anything other than beefcake or wizard.
Well, and I hate to say this because it's a bit crass. For Bethesda games, you kind of have to be a coomer to actually get good body customization.
Yeah, you're right.
you have to download a bunch of mods to add that shit in, and most of those mods are about making everybody look like plastic sex dolls. Skyrim is really, that's Skyrim's reputation at this point is Coomers play this game.
Creatures. I suppose
Which is not to say that Skyrim doesn't have good mods. It does, but it's like most people only know Skyrim for the oh hey, this is where you give your character blimp tits and you get raped by tentacles.
What? That wasn't how I played the game at all.
You've not been on Lovers Lab enough, and it shows.
No.
It's a good thing.
Yeah. I had a thought, and then we interrupted it with
dirt everywhere.
You had the thought of games
body customization.
uniqueness
Right,
being
actual,
overshadowed
yeah.
by its quality was the first thing you said.
Yeah. In the later games, and Skyrim has a sweet spot in my heart, as if anyone who's watched previous episodes of this series knows, I am a big Norse mythology, Viking culture nerd. I like that. It's dope. And so to be celebrated in a fantasy world is great. But also, in recent years, and I feel like Skyrim is kind of the last of this generation, where it was like, okay, we're working on the story being better than the gameplay.
What was I thinking?
And like
I'd say Red Dead. I'd say Red Dead 2 fits that
no,
category.
but
but
Bethesda.
It's me simping for Red Dead though. so
Bethesda specifically.
I'm gonna put it
right
back
now.
in my pants.
There will be outliers. There always will be an outlier. But in general, games stopped going, how do we captivate the player? How do we make them care about the world? And now have gone, how do we keep the player playing as long as possible so they'll spend more money in the microtransactions place?
I'm looking at you, War Thunder.
Well, Fortnite ruined us, right?
God, I'm glad I quit playing you. I'm
Fortnite
so much happier after I quit playing War Thunder.
Fortnite, and this is not to hate on Fortnite as a game. If you enjoy that style of game, I don't care. But what it did show the video game industry, and specifically corporate executives, was that live service is where the money's at.
So much to remember.
You will make so much
absolutely.
much
Fortnite-
fucking more money.
Fortnite is part of the thing that caused the downfall of Overwatch, in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
Because you remember when Overwatch came out, and this
it was
is
great.
not
I loved it.
It's not related to Elder Scrolls at all, by the way, but we're passionate about video games here. Whenever Overwatch came out, it was so heavily like lore based. Because you remember all those shorts that came out like right when Overwatch came out, right? Like,
I gave a
fucking-
shit about the characters.
The dragons short for Overwatch is still, in my opinion, one of the
One
best,
of the most
like,
cinematic things I've ever watched about a video
best
game.
pieces of animated media I've ever seen because it world builds the game. It gives you background as to like what is happening in certain parts of the world. But you look at Overwatch now and like
Dirt everywhere.
all I see is just the fucking Fortnite, but with none of the charm that makes Fortnite. Hell, we had a change like this happen fairly recently with a game that we play, Hunt Showdown. Like,
Yeah,
Hunt,
totally revamped everything.
before the update, was like mostly like it's an extraction shooter like Tarkov, but it's like it had world building. It had a lot of like lore that you could read in game when you're like sitting there waiting for a match to open. And now you open up Hunt on, and the first thing that pops up is Battle Pass, skins you can buy, fucking like another third pop-up, and then finally you're in the game. And then to navigate it's like if y'all have ever seen the fucking Hulu ass UI design of Warzone, it looks like that.
And I mean, like,
We should probably be going back to Caldera
Yeah.
while we're doing this, by the way.
no, we need to go to Belmora to get our reward.
Oh, right, Balmore.
Are you not the
Yes.
travel lady?
I don't.
Are you the travel lady?
I think.
You're the travel lady.
Yeah, the High Elf is travel lady.
Ooh, it's cheaper here.
Yes, what is it?
So, in Hunt specifically,
I suppose I could.
in a matter of a year, we went from almost every skin that's released you can earn, and we encourage you to earn it. You earn blood bonds after every match. You always are constantly working towards that next thing.
I remember I bought the judge skin for the Schofield with the last bit of free blood bonds that I got.
To if you don't
updated it.
find them in a match or pay for them.
Speak quickly.
And not to even mention that there was like always DLC hunters that you could pay for, and it's like it comes with a big skin pack. And it was like when it first came out, they're like, "Hey guys, we hope you're enjoying the game. We care, but we do need funds to keep going, and we can't keep cranking out updates like this." And that was right after the fire update, where it was the big raging inferno. We were right where we needed to be, and I left.
Yes. I was gonna let you keep going, but at some point, whenever you inevitably walked out of Baltimore,
I was heading to
where.
Caius. I was heading to Caius.
How many skill ups do we check your stats real quick? See how many skill ups we need for level 3.
4 more.
4. Okay, so probably just level up Longblade a few more times.
I mean, while we're in the Fighters Guild place, why not?
Ready for anything.
Can't you get training for it?
I could.
What training does she offer? Orders. Tell on the agents. Yeah, we killed all of them.
Yep.
400 gold.
Advancement.
I can see what training she does.
Your talents are noteworthy, but some question your depth of devotion. Perform more duties for the Fighters Guild. What?
Check what training she offers. So I think somebody in here does training for Longblade.
What is your rank? Journeyman? Then my services are not for you.
Okay, you don't have a high enough rank yet. The code book our client wants is in the hands of
Sotilde.
At the south wall. And okay, so you remember the corner club we went to when we were finding out where Caius was?
Yeah.
Okay, we need to go back there.
Cool.
Look around here, see if anybody can train you. And
The guy in the
skills.
training room in the basement is probably.
Yeah, he probably does. But anyway, you were saying something about Hunt.
Yes. Pre-fire update, right? All of the skins they did were like big DLC packs, and they're like, hey, it's $10, but it really supports us.
Training. Holy shit. Block is expensive. Level up your block. At least a little bit. So you've got plenty of gold at the moment.
Oh, it got cheaper.
Okay. So that's look for someone who trains Longblade.
No.
Ooh. Maybe someone else in the room trains Longblade?
I don't know.
There's I figured
probably the
training up
lady upstairs.
Longblade. Yeah, check with the black dude in the like right there. Training Longblade. Then we can get one more level out of Longblade.
I can teach you nothing more.
I think it's because you have like a Longblade of 50 something.
Training.
Do heavy armor. That way we can have.
Minutes if you need some.
You should rest and meditate on what you've learned.
Well, now we can go rest at Caius' house, and we're now high enough level that he won't gatekeep us from the main quest anymore.
Cool.
But
Don't stand about.
anyway, continue what you were saying.
I don't know. When it was like only the Lonely Howl and the Bone Doctor, and it was like really cool skins that were like, when the update released, they would release a pivotal skin pack, and it's like, this is the guy. This is the guy from the update, guys. But also, here's 3 skins that you can earn that are just as cool. Or here's, a normal legendary hunter, and here's like a epic hunter, and then actual legendary hunter.
Yeah, go ahead and rest, and then we'll. Man, all right, you are now level 3.
Strength, agility, speed.
And Speed, yeah. And now you have a strength of 60.
Well.
And now we can do main quest stuff with Caius.
Oh yeah.
Wait, did he already give us orders? I've thought it over, and I want you to interview 3 informants in Vivek City concerning the Nerevarine and the 6th house. First, I want you to speak with
Adhiramir.
That's her name. Adhiramir, a Khajiit Thieves Guild representative or operative. Second, I want you to speak with Holsea, I think's what that is.
I think
An
it's
Argonian in
Dewey's.
the Morag Tong. Finally, I want you to speak with Methramilo, a temple priestess. Here, I've written the details down so you won't forget. And here are 200 drakes for bribes and other expenses.
Wait.
So,
An Argonian that wasn't immediately named She Who Stands Over Running Waters or something?
you mean she who splits the trees? Yeah, no.
Yeah, you. I'm glad you picked up on that.
No, I know what you were talking. It's like fucking lifts her tail. It's like, wow, they were really trying hard with this one.
Yeah.
All right, so now we need to take a Silt Strider to Vivek
We're
and
already
talk
here.
to those people.
Let's get the code book.
Go
Let's
finish
get
the fight.
Let's get paid.
Well, what it makes me think of is Southwall. Okay, there it is. What it makes me think of, and this is gonna make me sound hellaciously old. Code book from Saltild. So there she is.
That was easy.
That was easy. Holy shit.
Code book. What code book?
Code book.
I wouldn't talk.
I think you need to raise her disposition.
Persuasion.
Just give her money. Trust me, your speechcraft is not high enough. Just give her money.
Wait. It's at 31.
That's not high enough.
Can I at least try to persuade her?
Yeah, sure, go ahead, but it's not gonna work.
Will it, like, hurt me?
It can. Oh, holy shit. It actually worked. We'll check and see if she'll give it to you now. Code book. No.
Do you want me to try again?
I just want you to give her $100.
Is this suitable?
Code book. Okay, friend, you
I
don't
gave
have
her
the code
10
book. I don't
gold
want any trouble
and told
with
her
you,
she was
so
pretty,
take it.
and she buckled.
Just don't tell anyone I gave it to you. Okay, now we have the code book. We take it back to that lady, and we'll head off to the deck.
I told her she was pretty, gave her $10, and she buckled like a cow with a broken leg.
Damn, you just straight up called her a cow.
What say you?
Gotta love the ambiance in this game.
It is good.
No worries. I
Man,
won't
my
hurt
fucking
you. Ask
throat
your
hurts.
question.
Oh. Wait. I guess I have to give it now. If we were doing Thieves Guild things.
We got $50 for that.
It only cost us 10. I'm glad we didn't give her 100.
Fair. And just take the Silt Strider to the deck, and we'll go talk to some people. Pooples. But to go back to the thing we were talking about earlier, it really is just the case of Fortnite did so well
We make a special
with
trip.
what it had early on with the whole battle pass thing that it showed
When you can
game companies that people were willing to buy that kind of thing. And now that that cat is out of the bag, I think it's going to be pretty much impossible to put it back in.
Free to play is the worst thing that happened to video games. Because of Fortnite.
Like, not knocking Fortnite, like, at all, or knocking it a little bit, but the fact that Fortnite did so well with its concept of a...
Who are we here to talk to?
We're here to talk to a
St.
Khajiit in St. Olms,
Let's
an
do that
Argonian in the
first.
Foreign Corner, and a Temple Priest in the Hall of Wisdom. But Fortnite did so well.
Where are we
in
now?
We are.
We're in the
we're
Imperial.
at the Foreign Quarter.
Yeah.
We'll go talk to the lady in the Foreign
Yep.
Quarter since we're already here.
Yep.
I got it.
I'm going. I'm sorry.
But Fortnite did so well with the Battle Pass thing and made so much money that people started putting Battle Passes and everything, like even paid
Games that did not deserve to have battle passes in them.
Yeah, like paid, like games that people paid money for. And then, you know, the first couple of those that came out, people bought the Battle Pass because they were like, oh, it's like Fortnite, you'll get cool stuff. But now that they've already done that once or twice, game companies are thinking, okay, we can keep them buying these things, so we don't have to try. And
because people still buy it, they get away with it. If people stopped buying them, it would go away.
I feel like video games as a whole, and this is going to make me sound like hellaciously old, video games as a whole nowadays are less about
I'm listening.
like putting your heart and soul into something, and it's more about how can we make our company $1 bajillion so that they won't fire us, so that we can keep doing this. Which is why Activision has started making the Call of Duty games the way that they are now, which is to say terrible.
Okay, I'm listening.
And like I'm not a COD fanboy.
The Black Shulk Corner Club. Is this not in the main? Is this in like the Wasteworks?
Probably, if I had to guess. But it's like the first couple of Call of Duty games, like I think like COD 1 through COD 3 was just basically hey, this is about World War II, and it's, you know, somewhat about the veterans who fought in that war. And then you have Modern Warfare that came out, which is like
a hellacious
honestly,
cash grab.
The original Modern Warfare?
No. The new ones.
Oh, I was about to say, the original Modern Warfare is still one of the best commentaries on modern politics that I've ever seen.
Absolutely not. That is not what I meant.
At least for the time that it came out, which is like the early 2000s. Because the message that it conveys about just war and the military-industrial complex and just geopolitics is fairly, like, you wouldn't expect that from a COD game nowadays, but like they actually had to try back then to get people to buy stuff.
Imagine telling someone that there'll be like 7 Modern Warfares and none of them will be playable.
None of them will be as good as the original 3. Even then, Modern Warfare 3 is the worst of the 3, easily. Like, you have...
What is this
and
about?
then World at War is also one of the best commentaries on war I've ever seen, because the fucking scene in World at War when you're storming Berlin and you see those German soldiers in the like subway tunnel, and they turn a fucking flamethrower on them, and you hear the screams that they make. It's horrifying to listen to. And like all of the scenes in the Pacific where you like at the very beginning of the game when you're escaping that prisoner of war camp, and like it's like dark and there's a bunch of corpses laying around, and then a flare goes off in the sky, and all of a sudden you get fucking surrounded by Japanese soldiers who are trying to stab you to death. It's not, I'm not going to say it's like the greatest representation of the horrors of war, purely because the game was made in like 2008 or like 2010, so like visually it's not great, but it's like they tried. They like put effort into the game, and you can feel it like when you play through it again. And then you compare it to like, I don't want to just sound like a hater, but like you compare it to Modern Warfare 3 now, and with the fucking the Snoop Dogg skin, it's like at some point we've lost the woods for the trees, if that makes sense. And like and I'm gonna might get a little hate for this, but fucking the Assassin's Creed games did that too. Like they got so lost in their own sauce that they forgot why people liked the games in the first place.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say something, and I don't want... Alright, I'm gonna get eaten alive for this either way. Assassin's Creed Black Flag is one of the best games ever made. But it has far less to do with assassins than the previous three. It was the start of what they went like, oh, we don't have to make it about the assassins for it to be great. And then they made it not great.
The first five. Of the first five.
Yeah.
Black Flag is the best Assassin's Creed game.
It's the sixth one, isn't it? And that's a
problem. It is. No, it is the fifth one. Because there's 1, 2, Brotherhood, no, it is 6. Because 1, 2, Brotherhood, Revelations,
like, wait a second.
3, and then 4. So no, it is the 6th. I forgot that 3 existed. Much like most people who played 3. But like, Black Flag is the best Assassin's Creed game that they ever made, which is a problem because
it has almost nothing to do with Assassin's.
The reason that it's the best one is because
it's about pirates.
Were really fucking big when that game came out, and also they took the naval combat from Assassin's Creed 3 and they're like, how can we make this not terrible? And they made it not terrible.
What if we made this awesome? And it was awesome.
And it was. But every game after that is just not, because it's not as fun.
Yeah, they should have.
Every game.
You know what? Okay.
Until Odyssey is like as about the Assassins, the Templars, all of that. But it's not as fun because you're not a swashbuckling pirate robbing people and shooting people with guns.
Isn't it like Skull and Crossbones? What's the new pirate game?
Skull and Bones.
Skull and Bones. All they had to do was make Black Flag 2. It was all they had to do. All you had to do was make Black Flag 2 and make it bigger. And have a charming main character. And they fucking ruined it. They were like, what if you couldn't board one of the most fun parts of that entire game of feeling like a badass?
They took Black Flag and they went, how can we gentrify this and also make it live service?
And it's travesty.
They took Black Flag, they put it in a juicer, and then they strained out all of the good bits, and the like shitty watery pulp at the bottom of the container is what they published.
Yeah, but like, really, it's Black Flag's fault that Assassin's Creed sucks, because Black Flag was so great.
Black Flag was the beginning of when when Ubisoft lost the plot of the game.
Yeah.
Like, it became more about the, like, real world stuff. Sorry, I'm picking a hang now. Than it was about, you know, the thing that everybody's there for, which is, you know, stabbing people with your cool wrist blades back in, you know, ye olden times.
Yep. We're gonna finish up this conversation, and that's our time, actually.
Oh, really? Well, we'll talk just a little bit more back and forth, and then we can end it.
Yep.
We've made some decent progress, but
And of our lovely listeners, I hope that people do not get offended by the fact that we are ragging on Black Flag for being so great. But in general,
but to lessen the blow for everybody, to prove that I at least have the ability to do this, Black Flag mattered so much to me as a child that whenever I quit playing Black Flag, I took a final, like, sail around the map, and it felt like I was saying goodbye to an old friend when I turned that game off for the last time. But anyway, the problem with Assassin's Creed, and for the most part games in general nowadays, is after the most popular one, where do you how do you continue that success? How do you build off of that and keep it going? Because you always want to try to one up yourself with, like, either graphical fidelity, gameplay, storytelling. Like, you have to push it forward somehow, and they never could make a game that pushed any one of those things forward, other than, I would argue, graphical fidelity. That's about the only thing that's improved over time.
yeah, I mean, and when they completely scrap ideas for later games that were built around a concept that you introduced in a previous game because that game specifically didn't do well. Because obviously Syndicate was designed around steampunking it around with your friend. It was,
oh my god!
It was designed for co-op.
The flop of Unity made Syndicate less good because they weren't confident that co-op would work. But the game is so obviously designed
around a co-op
for you
thing.
to be able to do co-op, and you can't.
And
oh wow, they ditched an idea because the like first couple flopped. You hear that, Games Workshop? I didn't forget about the Inari. They still exist. Have you heard that story?
no.
Of how, okay, so you know how the Inari were, like, super important because they were gonna create the Elven God of Death and kill Slanesh?
Oh yeah. And how they
book
went
series flopped so fucking hard
that
that Games Workshop basically retconned them from existence.
Which sucks because the elves are about to get 1 W. They needed one W.
Yeah, no, they were literally moments away from maybe possibly killing off Slanesh, and a Black Templar or a group of Black Templars came to stop them, and I think Eldrad asked them if it was worth stopping them in that moment for potentially, like, billions of lives to be saved. And I forget what the commander of the Black Templars said, but in essence he said, I don't care if you're going to save the galaxy, you're a dirty Xeno and you need to die. And they fucked everything up. If that is not the best example of Games Workshop's writing ability, I don't know what is. You're going to help stop the conflict of this setting and deal a major blow to our little butt baby of chaos, and we can't let that happen because we can't write stories that don't involve chaos.
Also, it would be terrible for sales if you completely destroyed an army type.
Okay, real quick side tangent. So the end times for fantasy, and I know that we've gone away from Assassin's Creed here for a second, but the end times for fantasy, or the original way that they were going to do it is they were going to basically let the players decide the fate of the world. And what that means is that they were going to host tournaments and fights between tabletop players, and your losses and your victories on the tabletop would matter in the outcome of the end times for fantasy. And what they found was that chaos kept losing. Even when they started not counting chaos losses, chaos kept losing. Nobody wanted chaos to win the end times.
Because it is the setting.
One of the scrapped end times scenarios is Grimgor fucking murders Archaon. And just destroys the war host of the apocalypse. Like, Grimgor straight up game ends Archaon. And they just went, oh, nope, that didn't happen. So eventually, as the tournaments were winding down, and Games Workshop realized, oh hey, our little butt baby faction that we love so much isn't doing so hot, we're gonna scrap this idea and we're gonna make them win anyway.
Yep.
Which is part of the reasons that the end times is so poorly written, because the inherent concept of it is we got mad because our little butt baby kept losing fights. And so we scrapped this cool idea that we had, and we just made everybody a retard. And it's sorry,
go ahead.
The writing of the end times is the most 40k ass writing I have ever seen in my life.
It's grimdumb, not grimdark.
It's like from the actions of Manfred causing Alarielle, or not Alarielle, whatever the fuck her and Tyrion's kid's name is, I don't remember. Her being killed to resurrect Nagash, okay, fine, yeah, whatever. Thorgrim being killed off screen because he forgot to close a door and a Skaven came in and stabbed him to death. I'd say Skaven, it's the assassin Skaven. But like, Thorgrim forgot to close a door behind him, and he died because of that. That's how they killed off the High King of the Dwarves. Is he forgot to close a door behind him, and he got stabbed to death.
Yeah.
They tried, they had 4 different scenarios for a, Order faction victory, and they just kept going, suddenly Be'lakor shows up, and he fucks up the new world that they were making that has no chaos. It's like, the elves are trying to bind the winds of magic to each other. Nope, they'd go wherever. Oh, they're literally moments away from saving the world and stopping chaos. Sorry, we forgot that Manfred von Karstein is a dickhead, and he kills Gelt, and the whole fucking setting explodes. And now we have Age of Sigmar, and I don't even want to think about that right now because it makes me mad.
Well, Age of Sigmar was because they weren't selling enough models.
Pretty much, yeah, that's it. Warhammer Fantasy was a much better, more complete, and well-written package than 40k. But it didn't have the same pull as 40k does.
I'm gonna be honest.
So they killed it, and then people got mad at them for killing it, and that's why Warhammer the Old World exists. Because they realized that they fucked up killing off Warhammer Fantasy.
I'm gonna be honest. And this is just an objective truth about Games Workshop's miniature model. sense of you can't charge $60 for a miniature that a guy can 3D print for $5.
Well, yes, but if
It's
you
not
take
even
those
$5. It's not even $5. It's literally 18 cents.
Actually, if you take those minis to an official tournament, they'll kick you out. Okay, who the fuck's having an official tournament?
Who plays in official tournaments anymore? My entire guard army I made in my living room. And it cost me $250 for 2 rolls of filament and an Ender 3.
It's just like with anything nowadays. Fucking games, TV shows, fucking, like he said, tabletop games. They've lost the forest for the trees. They've forgotten, or they just don't care anymore about what got people interested in this stuff in the first place, and they're just focusing on money.
Okay, so this is a big problem. And this is the core of it. It's corporatism. It's because it's not 12 guys who love a universe that they've created together, writing about a universe, going, this would be really fun, this will be really funny, I hope people enjoy this, but I don't care if they enjoy it, because this is for us in actuality. The guy who runs Games Workshop or whatever is not sitting there going...
Mr. James Workshop?
Mr. James Workshop is not sitting there going, what's fun? He is sitting there going, how the fuck do I get my profit margins up to keep investors happy? Because after you break away, after that first guy who's in charge because the friend group that was doing this and working together on this project goes, all right, you're going to be our lead man. You're the best at talking to people. You do the marketing. As soon as that guy hands off the torch because he retires because, fuck, he's been at this for 45 years. And he started when he was 30. He goes, all right, I'm done. I love the setting. I can't wait to see what you do with it. Here, let me pass this onto a torch to someone I know who will keep it alive. Maybe not somebody who's passionate about it, though. Because if you pick him because he's got good business sense like you do, you're not picking a guy who loves the setting. You're picking a guy who loves money. And this comes from a guy who loves money.
Oh my god, y'all have no idea. That's why I'm kind of worried about what's going to happen to Valve after Gabe Newell dies.
Yeah, I know, right?
Because okay, here's a like rundown of how Valve makes money. They made games once, and they were good games. Like, don't get me wrong, they were good games. But they have figured out that being the best in the business at what they're doing currently, which is Steam. Steam is the fucking gold standard for games distribution.
I just hold sales once a week and change what's out there and make sure that it's safe and secure. And everybody will always buy it because everyone else keeps shooting themselves in the foot. Go ahead.
If you have a service that people buy games on, that host games, it has to be comparable to Steam or people will not use it. Like, Steam is the gold standard to which PC games, like places you can buy games, places you can buy items, places you can buy equipment on Steam. There's like a workshop for different things. Like, it's a mod hosting site. Everything about Steam works, and it works. Hell, Steam's return policy is one of the most lax return policies I've ever seen.
It's so easy.
Oh,
did you press 2 buttons?
Did you not like this game?
Press 2 buttons and we'll give you all your money back.
Hell, I had my brother once returned a game 2 months after he bought it, and way over the amount of time that they say you have to play it. He got a
that's just for the auto.
That's
the auto return. The auto return that just gives it back instantly is, did you play it less than 2 hours? And did you have it for less than 2 weeks?
Yeah.
That's just your press the button. Tomorrow your money will be back.
But, like, Valve, Gaben understands that as long as he doesn't rock the boat and he keeps making people happy, all of his competitors will shoot themselves in the foot trying to outdo Valve because they have shareholders that they need to please.
Valve doesn't. That's the difference.
Gaben can do whatever the fuck he wants with Valve, and everybody just has to go with it because it is his company. He owns it.
People don't realize how much opening yourself up to investors will destroy you. Because
And
the
the thing
American
is-
government is straight up designed. Literally, there is a law that says the first job of every business is to make the shareholders money. That's a American law.
I don't think like people understand how much fucking money Valve makes by doing literally nothing.
By sitting there and being stable.
By sitting there and being the best option overall, Valve makes so much money that they don't need shareholders. If Gaben literally sat in his office, ass naked, and did nothing to run Valve, he would die so fucking well. Like, Gaben's already rich as shit, right? But if he sat there and did actually nothing but make sure that Steam was stable and ran, he'd probably die a multi-billionaire if he isn't one already, which I highly doubt that he's not. Hell, he might die a trillionaire. But it's just like, you have people like Games Workshop who, you know, I just spent multiple minutes ragging on them about Warhammer Fantasy. And then you have things like Valve and Larian Studios. I have to give them a shout out. Baldur's Gate 3 is fucking fantastic.
Oh yeah, it's great.
It is one of the best, most complete packages I've played in probably a decade. Other than Red Dead 2. Red Dead 2 is also up there. But Rockstar is also, Take-Two is not a great parent company for Rockstar.
No.
But like all of the people who, to rag on people who liked Spider-Man 2 a little bit, to all of the people who thought that Spider-Man 2 deserved to win Game of the Year, are we living on the same planet? Like, did you play Baldur's Gate? I'm starting to think that you didn't. But it's just like, it's this, to kind of wrap everything up, because I think we've gone a couple minutes over our time now.
Quite a few, like 25.
I could ramble for like an hour about this. And James has heard this before, so he knows that I'm not kidding.
Start a podcast.
It's one thing at a time. But to wrap it up, and we've been sitting here on this screen for God knows how long, we'll definitely get some stuff done next episode. And there will probably be solo content coming in the next week or so, if I can figure out what the hell I'm going to play. But to wrap it up into as succinct of a ball as I can, game companies nowadays are focused entirely too much on making more money than providing a good service. And it's been this way for, like I said, probably 10 years at this point. Because you have like the very early 2010s, it's kind of the last time I can think, as a whole, video games were great.
And that is
Because
partly
now-
influenced because we were youthful at that time, and we are no longer.
We're grizzled old men now. But it's like, like I've said before, they've lost the forest for the trees. They forget why people buy these games. And instead, they're like, how can we suck as much money out of the player as possible? And, like, they don't bother making good stories for these games because I hate to call them NPCs, but NPCs are going to buy the fucking game anyway and spend money on it because, like, think about how many 2K games there are, like the basketball games.
Oh, well,
Name me one
those aren't really video games.
Name me one major improvement to the 2K franchise in the last 20 years.
Those are more simulators. That's a different kind of thing. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, fine. COD. Tell me one thing that COD has improved on over the last 10 years.
Graphics, and that's pretty much it.
I was about to say, other than graphics, it's purely just graphics.
Gameplay-wise, innovations.
It is literally
the controllers
exact
got a little
same-
better, but it's really just
That's
really
Yeah,
just
but
not that.
the controller getting better is not the game company. That's the console company that changed that.
Yeah,
But it's just a case of it's never going to be the way that it was, and I'm not going to try to delude myself into thinking that it will be. But at some point, something's got to give. Because, like, you see all of these new games come out that are terrible, and they get reviewed by people terribly. Eventually, and what ends up happening is that happens, and the publisher's like, okay, well, fire everybody who works for that company because they didn't make a good game. Like, hell, that thing that Microsoft did where they bought a bunch of companies and then they fired everybody because... Yeah.
Yep.
It's just... I don't want to sound like a sappy old man, but the only way that I can really phrase it is games used to mean something. Like, games used to have substance, and now most of them don't. And it really is sad that that is the case.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hell, we're playing a 20-year-old game, and we're having fun with it partially because I'm a schizophrenic who remembers fragments of these games intermittently and can drop lore bombs on everybody, but also because they're well written and they're fun. Like, is the chance to hit annoying? A little bit. But is the game weird and wacky and strange and written by a schizophrenic? Also, yes, and that's what keeps you playing it.
You know, I'm gonna say something. My only metric for whether a game was good or not is literally, did I have a good time when I played it? Because that encompasses a variety of factors. Was I enthralled by the story? Sure, that's happened lots of times on games that I normally, like, would never play that genre because I was like, I have to know how this ends. Or, let's say, the gameplay, I was just like, wow, this is so much fun. But as time goes on, that happens less and less with new releases. And I go back and play old games that I've never touched, like this one, and I have a great time. Like, I played the original Dragon Age 2 years ago, I guess. And that's one of my favorite games of all time. And the gameplay is atrocious. It's hit A and your character auto fights. It's not even gameplay.
The main metric that I have for whether a game is good is if the game can make me feel something. And usually the emotion that it makes me feel, like that tells me that a game was really good, that touched me, is if a game can make me cry. I can count on one hand the amount of games that have made me cry. And Baldur's Gate 3 is on that list.
Okay. Well, okay.
I was about to say, let's start wrapping it up now.
Yeah. I'll count my games off, and then we'll end it off that. The ones that made me cry. Borderlands 3. When Lilith does the thing. Okay, there's going to be massive spoilers for the rest of this video.
For the rest of the time that we're talking.
Yeah, for the rest of this like little in piece, there's gonna be massive spoilers. So you've been warned. Turn this off right now if you haven't played games and you care. Borderlands 3, when Lilith sacrifices herself to stop the world from ending, because I had taken such a long journey with those characters from Borderlands 1. And all I could hear in the back of my mind was Cage the Elephant and watching her in that introduction for Borderlands 1 and being like, oh my gosh, it's over.
Oh yeah.
Number 2.
That one hits a lot whenever that happens.
Yeah. Number 2 is Dragon Age 1. When Alistair looks at you and he's like, whatever you do, please don't leave me like everyone else. When he's so scared to become king. And I didn't. I chose the quote-unquote, like, depending on how you feel about certain characters, I let some stuff slide that I really shouldn't have in lieu of serving as his chancellor, so he wasn't alone. And I mean, like, that's really it.
My list is also not very long. It's a lot of, you can, 2 of them are Assassin's Creed games, and I'll go ahead and talk about those now. The ending of Revelations, of Assassin's Creed Revelations, made me cry because you literally watch Ezio grow old over the course of the... I count the Ezio trilogy as one game, and I've said this to James before, because really it's not 3 separate games, it's one story told over 3 different installments. So the scene at the end of that game where Ezio gets to the vault at Masyaf, and he takes a moment and he pays his respects to Altair. He pays his respects to this living legend that he's heard about his entire life, being the greatest assassin who ever lived. And then he slowly starts taking his weapons off, and he speaks directly to the player, in essence, because he speaks directly to Desmond, because he knows Desmond can hear him. He doesn't know where Desmond is or how Desmond can hear him, but he knows that he can. So he takes like the last couple minutes of the end cutscene of that game before Desmond wakes up, and he basically just... And, like, we, the player, don't hear what he says to Desmond. Like, we hear his little speech before he tells Desmond this. But he gives Desmond an important bit of information that he needs to do whatever Ezio thinks Desmond needs to do. And after he does that, he walks out of the vault. And if you play through all 3 games, like Assassin's Creed 2 to Assassin 2 Revelations, you watch a man grow up and you watch a man grow wise. You watch him understand his place in the world. And as somebody who still isn't entirely sure about their place in the world, that fucked me up the first time that I played that game. And then the second one is Black Flag. Like I said earlier, Black Flag was very important to me growing up because, I don't know if y'all know this, I was a loser when I was growing up and I didn't have many friends. So the ending cutscene of Black Flag, where Edward is in his little pirate hideout, and he looks at the table, across the patio from him, and he sees all of the other important side characters like Blackbeard, Ben Hornigold, Captain Kidd. I'm forgetting the fat dude's name right now. But, like, all of these other characters who died over the course of the game, who made an impact in Edward's life, as they're sitting there, like, obviously they're not actually there, he's just seeing them there. But as they're sitting there, and as Anne Bonny is singing The Parting Glass, which is a song that I love that song a lot. And Edward walks down the beach, and he picks up a bundle of flowers, and he gets to the end of the dock, and he kneels down, and the camera pans, and you see his daughter from his wife who dies over the course of the game, and Edward finds out about this. Edward realizes that he has something still to live for. He has something greater than himself to live for, and it's that little girl. It made me cry like a bitch the first time that I played it. And I still sometimes, whenever I hear the Parting Glass, I can't listen to it without tearing up a little bit sometimes. And then the big one, the one that James knows about very frequently because I talk about how much I love this game all of the time.
Can I say it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Arthur Morgan is Logan's number one.
I love Red Dead 2. Like, Red Dead 2, I can pretty confidently say that if you made me pick between the three that I just said, Red Dead 2, Black Flag, and the Ezio trilogy, I'm going to pick Red Dead 2 the most often. Because Arthur's story through Red Dead 2, of course, depending on how you play, assuming that you're playing a good playthrough, you see a man go from a monster, in all honesty, like in terms of like what he's done, what he ends up doing, which is causing the death of Thomas Downs because he literally beats the hell out of him because he owes him money. And over the course of the game, after Arthur does that, he starts, coughing, and he starts getting weaker, and eventually the game drops the bomb on Arthur that he has tuberculosis. And if you don't know, Red Dead 2 is set in the tail end of the 19th century. There is no cure for this. Arthur is a dead man walking. And if you're playing a good playthrough, then you can have Arthur become a different man by the end of the game. You can have him maybe not undo all of the bad that he's done. You can transform Arthur into a good man. And the ending scene of Arthur on the mountain, taking his final weak, dying breaths as he watches the sun rise, I've seen this like 4 or 5 different times, and it still makes me tear up every time that I see it. Because you help a man on his path to redemption, not his path to a redeemed life. He doesn't get to, that's not the message that Red Dead Redemption 1 or 2 tells you. It's not every person can have a redeemed life. Sometimes your past will catch up to you and there's nothing you can do about it. But in the moments that you have before your death, you can make a difference and you can become a better man. At least that's Red Dead 2. Red Dead 1's John's doesn't really, he kind of goes on a character arc, but at the same time, he's kind of already had his character arc, so he's just worried about his family in Red Dead 1. But Red Dead 2, the main message is, even if you don't have the time left that you would need, you can still work on being one of the NPCs in the game. Actually has a pretty good quote for this. It's the nun you can talk to, and Arthur tells her that he's afraid because he's dying and he knows that, but she comforts him and she tells him, take a gamble that love exists and do a loving act. And that's what Arthur does. The last thing that Arthur does before he dies is he makes sure that John has a chance to live, to be a better father, because at this point John's kind of a shitty father. He gives John the chance to be a better man. And in doing so, he redeems, maybe doesn't completely redeem all the terrible things he's done, but he proves in the end that he is a good man. And just every time that I see that ending cutscene for the Arthur portion of the game, I cry like a bitch every time. And it will probably never change. And anyway, to wrap up for the last one, Baldur's Gate 3 made me cry because of Karlach's death scene. Just the way that the voice actress played and performed in that scene, it brought me to tears, because it much in the same way of Arthur dying, she played Karlach like through the entire game, Karlach's high on life. She's escaped Avernus. She's escaped, the horrible fate that she had. And throughout the game, you hear repeatedly from various different people that the infernal engine in her heart that replaced her heart cannot remain. It's unstable. She can't live in the regular world. She would have to go back to Avernus, and she doesn't listen to them because she's high on life. And then in Act 3, the bombshell gets dropped on her that no, she is going to die if she doesn't go back to Avernus. Like that is a stone cold fact that cannot be changed, because there's no wish scrolls in this game. And after she kills Gortash, if you have her with you when you kill Gortash, she gets pissed because she doesn't feel any better because she killed Gortash, because she's still dying. Nothing that she does is going to stop that. And she has a bit of a mental breakdown. But at the end of the game, after you defeat the Brain, when she's actively dying on that beach, she finds peace with She finds peace with herself. She is at peace knowing that she helped stop Baldur's Gate from being destroyed, and that her life meant something. Which is honestly why I prefer that ending to the one where you send her back to Avernus, because that's just fucked up.
Yeah, but you go with her.
Yeah, but it's just... It would be like... It's kind of like the whole life support thing. It's like, do you let somebody die, or do you let them keep living a life that they wouldn't want? At least in my opinion. And as somebody who had to watch a loved one go through that, yeah, no, that ain't cool. But anyway, I have yapped on for long enough.
Nearly another 30 minutes, or maybe more. I didn't restart the timer, so I don't know.
That's just my specialty, is I'm a yapping motherfucker.
All right.
But anyway, thank you all so much for joining us. We got some pretty good progress done today. We leveled up. We're in Vivek. We're continuing the main quest. And we'll be back again next weekend for Morrowind. We do this once a week. Or we record Morrowind once a week, because James is a widow's Sciodi, and he doesn't like talking to the people.
No, I have a life.
Fair.
And a girlfriend.
Anyway, what did you say? Or what were you saying before I cut you off?
I don't remember it all.
You said we might, and then...
Oh, yeah, we might
talking.
We might do other games at some point. Not at some point. Soon, adding to the, roster of games that...
Well, I know for a fact I'm gonna try to upload something with just me at some point this week if I can figure it out. But anyway, that will come with time. I'm going to quit yapping because my throat is sore from being sick. So we're going to end it here. And
as always, leave a comment or don't, like it or don't, or subscribe or don't. If you didn't enjoy it, we don't want you around. We're sorry we couldn't give you exactly what you were looking for. And if you want to leave hate, go ahead. We don't read it.
I read it, but I read it in the voice of Dale Gribble from
it's
King of Dale.
Yeah. There's new episodes of that now.
One of my favorite Game Grumps jokes ever is the reading hate comments in the voice of Dale Gribble.
Absolutely.
I miss when Aaron used to animate. What happened to that sellout?
What is this giant spike on my shield?
So clumsy.
That is the
Oh, it doesn't
that is the
exist
that's
on the other
the that's
side.
the prostate. That's the prostate Punisher.
Anywho, thank you all for joining
Anyway.
us.
We're ending this now because we've gone over
Have a
our
great
time by
week.
like a lot.
We'll see you all next weekend. Enjoy.
You'll probably see. I was about to say you'll probably see me sooner than you'll see him, but you'll just get to suffer through my ramblings of a madman.
Alrighty. Bye, everybody.
Bye.